All right, welcome back to Great Lakes Collegiate Rocket League. We are here for some more amazing and fantastic Rocket League games. It has been crazy to this point, and it's only going to get more crazy from this point going forward. I have myself, Philly, and Sharp here on the panel, and we have quite the matchup ahead of us. Columbia Navy taking on St. Clair Green. Philly, how are you feeling about this one? What is your prediction going into this matchup?
I've got Columbia Navy taking it. I think it's going to be 3-1 JTV. I'm sorry. I can't give them 5. I can't give them 5. It's going to be in game 4.
All right. I mean, I get it. Not everybody sees greatness the way I see it, but it's okay. You know what? I think we'll go to somebody who maybe has a little bit more, composure in themselves. Sharp, let's ask you, how are you feeling? What is your prediction for this series?
Okay. I think it's going to game 5.
Sensible man.
Yeah. And I think it's going the way of the Canadians. I feel like it's not the popular opinion, but someone's got to back the red and the white. So I take St. Clair in game 5. It's going to be a very close series. I don't know if it's even possible to be as close as the last one we watched score-wise, but I'm taking the Canadian boys in 5 in this one, going for the underdogs.
I'm just going to say real quick, please don't unfriend me or unfollow me for this one. But we're going 5 in favor of Columbia. 3-2 against St. Clair. I know I'm wearing the jersey and I'm saying these words and it hurts. I almost feel like I need to take this off while we're talking real quick. But I think everything that I've seen from Columbia, especially at Worlds, coming to now, I think it's going to be something. And I know that these boys got something to show. Cam is in the house and ready to go. I mean, it's going to be something. But we're not going to take too much time here. We're actually going to get on over to our caster so you guys can get right back into the action. With no further ado, let me introduce to you the Real Jar and Sharp coming on at you. Actually, sorry, Philly coming at you. We're going to have the Real Jar and Philly coming at you for this next series. Columbia Navy taking on St. Clair Saints Green. Here you go.
Yeah, super excited to be here. Thanks for the intro there, JTV. Philly, I heard that you were thinking that Columbia was going to take this one, and I think I'm going to have to agree with you. We have a lot of great players here in the lobby, and what do you say that we're just ready to head on in and get it started?
I'm ready to go. Players are ready to go. We're loading in. Jar, how many games do you think it's going to go? You said you think it's going to be Columbia. How many games?
Well, I think I would be silly not to go with 5. JTV has been right every single time so far, so I think I'm going to have to go alongside with him there. This St. Clair Green squad, definitely a little different than what we've seen before from them. This Vesh guy here coming in, he's actually Polish, and he's going to start out with the very first goal. Like I said, coming in, he's one of the best players from Poland, top 3 debatably, and he is going to start off with an immediate goal. Very excited for what he's going to deliver to this St. Clair Green squad.
Absolutely. Always good to see teams reload with some fantastic players. Excelsior is going to take a shot here. It's going to go off the post. Vesh will be there for the save on Cryptic's follow-up shot. Spoods goes around 1. Spoods can't get it around Excelsior, though, and it will be cleared away. Columbia looking to push forward. Cam is going to send that to the corner. Spoods is waiting, though.
And this Columbia roster actually coming off of a LAN win on Sunday at the Kansas City Speedway. A lot of solid teams were there, including the likes of Maryville, who just recently updated their CRL roster, and they've been looking very strong as well. But this Columbia Navy squad, they were the team to take the first place win, so they are on a run as of the past couple of weeks. I'm excited to see what they can do here, as all the more. Vesh with a shot. Cam is going to hit it off of his own crossbar. Nearly an own goal coming out of Columbia. They might not be looking like themselves to start things out so far, but it's going to be Cryptic to the sidewall. Quint going to control it. Doesn't have a lot of boost, so opts to use the flip Vesh beat by Cam, and this is a good opportunity for Columbia. Excels wants the shot, but it's sent away by Spoods.
Vesh out of his own corner looking for Spoods. Spoods can't find the redirect, and Cam is back for the clearance. Spood down to Vesh. He's going to take his time, set up a dribble here, trying to get it around Excelst. He does get it around, but isn't able to follow it. Will just go harmlessly into the Columbia corner. Cryptic is not going to be able to get a touch on that, but does get a demo on Spoods, giving Cam plenty of time in his own corner to go out. Flick to Excelst is going to be cut off by Vesh, and Quint moving forward. Will be Vesh with another shot, and I keep hearing myself and you, Jar, say Vesh's name a ton here in the first half of game one.
Yeah, I mean, the squad not super balanced so far. Quint only with 6 points, but he's playing the enabler role, we'll call it. Vesh definitely a fantastic player. I know that he's big into the ranked 2s grind. That's something that he's had a lot of experience with, so maybe a more mechanical player, but he's definitely showing up so far here in game one of this best of 5, as Quint has an opportunity to get another touch on the ball, but it's Cam up. Spoods denies the first, but Vesh is gonna have to get back. Just like you said, he's doing it everywhere on offense and defense, but he won't be able to find it again, as Cryptic will tie us up with just over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's just a built-up pressure here. Great pass down from Excelst, and Cryptic's able to tuck it away.
As Columbia finally converting. We were saying that St. Clair, a little bit of a new roster, but this is actually a slightly different roster than we saw for Columbia last year in CRL as well. Excelst making the change over from the University of Missouri, and he's found himself in actually the same city, but a different school there. So definitely interesting to see that roster change as well, as Spoods playing for the flip reset gets beat by 1. So it's going to be Cryptic out. Excelst wanted the pre-jump pass, but Cryptic just couldn't quite get it there, as it'll bounce off of the sidewall. A double commit between Cam and Cryptic, and it almost works out, but somehow it just bounces down and out off of the crossbar as we remain tied.
Quint gonna pop it up. Spoods is gonna wait, low boost, low 50, gonna try and go around. Excelst isn't able to get it, and Cam's going the other way with the pinch. Vesh is waiting though for St. Clair. Awkward touch. Quint will try to dribble it out, will get a 50 with Cryptic, and it's into the corner here. Excelst looking for the air dribble. Spoods meets him off the ceiling, and it will be Quint holding it in for St. Clair.
Just under a minute to go. Now as Spoods wanted to find that lead again for St. Clair, it won't happen quite yet. Vesh getting dunked out by Cam. This is a good opportunity, but Excelst opts to wait for Vesh's touch, as it's gonna bounce up Vesh over top of Cam, but Cryptic does shut down the attack as Spoods tries to play it low. One-on-one here for Excelst. Opportunity won't last for long, as he jumped a little too high and couldn't quite grab control of the ball.
This is an interesting tactic from St. Clair. They seem to have a third man all the way back at the goal line, and Spoods makes it worth it, diving off the backboard, gets the save. Quint with the clear. Cam coming back the other way to Cryptic. Cryptic off the backboard. It's going to waterfall down. Who's going to be the first there? It's going to back all the way back up to the ceiling. Cryptic back down, and it will be cleared away finally as we enter the final 5 seconds here of the game. Cam with the flip reset. Spoods off the backboard with the save. Gonna chain dash it on the wall, and we're headed to overtime here in game number 1.
And you can already tell that this is going to be a tight series. Love to see it already. Cam wants to end it here in OT, though. He has the air dribble. Does he have the double? He does, and it's open for Excelst. And it will not be a very long overtime, Philly. As 9 seconds in, Cam with the solo play sets up Excelst, and game 1 goes to Columbia.
Cam finds the insane angle, but is going to be taken away by Excelst. He's going to tap it into the open net, kind of vulture his teammate's goal. But that was a great game here. Game 1, hard fought, 2 fairly even teams as it took overtime to settle this game. Vesh, though, is the one that is impressing me for St. Clair. He's got their goal.
Yeah, Vesh played a fantastic game. He was the one that we were looking at around the first half of the game, and that started to transfer. Colombia playing a much more, let's say, unified game. While there were some double commits, you saw that the pre-jumps were coming out. They were looking for all those passing plays. Excelst actually came off of the ceiling for one of them, and unfortunately, it didn't go in and fall in for a goal. I would have loved to see that replay, but yeah, Colombia playing a great team-oriented game, despite the fact that they're playing a little bit quicker and might double commit a little bit more. They're still integrating each other quite well. So definitely a solid first game, as St. Clair looking to rebound and tie things up as we head into game number 2.
Forbidden Temple for game number 2. As we load in St. Clair, I tried to get to it, got some action before I could really talk about it. They're leaving their third man very far back, almost like they're playing the old school plat gold strategy of permanent goalie.
Except maybe with a slightly higher mechanical ceiling.
Absolutely.
As we'll see Vesh kick things off into the corner. He's low on boost, but grabs that 100, so it's going to be up to Cam to take, as he can't quite get it past Spoods. Off of the sidewall, it will be for Vesh, as pressure starting to amount on the blue side. Cam racing to that ball. He does beat one, but it'll be free for Quint. He wants the double touch. He finds it. It's not on target, though, and no follow-up to be seen for St. Clair.
Cam gonna get the air dribble as far as Spoods. Vesh has to half flip. He's not able to get back in time, and Cryptic opens the scoring here in game number 2 for Colombia.
And that was all on the hands of Cam there. While he might not have been the one to put it through, Cryptic, a great hesitation. Cryptic finishing it off. I think that Cam had that 50, and that was really getting the first guy out of the game. And then he didn't quite get the bump onto Vesh, but it looks like that was the thing that really threw off the defense. So Cam might not show up on the scoreboard as much as Cryptic did there, but he certainly played a vital role in finding that goal.
And St. Clair getting away with one off the kickoff. Vesh's pass got knocked down by Quint as he fell from the ceiling. So no capitalization there from Colombia. Quint looking into the midfield for Spoods, who's only able to get it to Cryptic. Cryptic's going to take control, try to go around Quint. He does. He's still got control over Spoods. No boost for the follow, though, and it will be Spoods. The first to that. Cam gets demoed for attempting a 50 against Spoods. Spoods under one. Vesh going to help Spoods out, and it will be Cam collecting the ball at midfield. Double touch, blocked away by Vesh.
This is a really good opportunity for St. Clair, but the defense for Colombia does get back. It's a bump on the last man, but again, unable to turn it into a goal. So here's Quint looking for a 50. Excelst and Cam, another play where they both go for it. Cryptic getting bumped off of this, so now it's Vesh, the player we were saying to look out for. He wants a touch. It's there. Cryptic just gets back in time, though, and now it's a counterattack going the other way. Cam pops it up, and it's crossbar down and in. A beautiful play for Cam gives Colombia the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, this is going to be a great pop here from Cam, just over Quint, who was left on an island from that St. Clair offensive push that fizzled out. And it's 2-0 here, Colombia.
Here goes Cam again, off of the sidewall. They can't keep giving him this space. Vesh will save it on the goal line. He does find another touch as well, but it's Cryptic now. Touches it again. Cam, or actually it was Excelst, but Cryptic was the one to score it. We're going to have to watch this one again, because not only did he have to get it past the defense, he had to get it past his own teammate, and he still was able to double it in and make it a 3-goal difference between the two.
Yeah, Colombia really starting to stretch their muscles stretch their muscles offensively here in game number 2. And St. Clair doesn't seem to have an answer. Vesh able to get it around and out past Cam. Vesh to the center. No one home, and Vesh is going to get St. Clair on the board.
This touch from Cam threw his teammates off a little bit. That touch up kind of threw Excelst for a loop, as he wasn't able to track it down, and that's going to be a type of play that you don't want to be making as Colombia, but with that 2-goal cushion, I think that they're going to be all right.
Kickoff's going to go the way of St. Clair. Quint up, looking for the flip reset. He's got the flip reset. Excelsis is going to make the save, though, so Vesh forced to retreat. We're going to fake Cam off the ball, but Cam demos him. Cryptic going to look for the Doomsday Dish, can't find it. Saved away by Spoods. Cam go looking for the double, put away by Quint off the backboard.
Cryptic might drop this down for Excelsis. That's exactly what he does, but fantastic defense again from Vesh. He's been doing so much here for St. Clair, but it has not been enough. Quint, a great touch past one, but Cam easily dealing with it, as a little bit of an awkward ball will lead to Spood sending it downfield. Cryptic with plenty of boost to control, though. He'll buy a lot of time for his teammates to get back. Opts to pinch it down, and a great touch there, but still offensive pressure on the side of St. Clair.
Yeah, Spoods was waiting for that pinch, able to intercept the pass. Excelsis collects, limited boost, musty flick. That's on target. Vesh with the save, though, off his own backboard. Cryptic to the backboard. That's going to be saved away by Vesh again, I believe. And Quint trying to get around one, not able to. Spoods will have to collect over Excelsis. He's got some boost in the tank. Vesh looking for a bump. Cam's up in time, though. Easy save there.
Spoods not taking his time with that flick. He rushed it thinking that the first man was going to get to him. I think that that could have really been a scoring opportunity, but now it's one the other side. Cryptic getting a little too much speed on this shot for Vesh to handle, as the counterattack the other way was too much for St. Clair. 4-1, and it looks like Columbia Navy might be running away with this one.
Running away with this one for sure, potentially running away with the series, as they're looking to go up 2-0 here in the series, this best of 5 series. Cam gonna go underneath, gonna be taken away by Quint, though, before he can get a shot off. Quint can't find the touch, though. Spoods is gonna be there off the sidewall. Cryptic steps in, gonna send it down. Quint almost puts that in his own top corner. Thankfully, it's off the backboard, and Spoods is gonna rifle a 50 into Columbia's corner. Gonna chase after it himself. Vesh gonna look for a touch here. Can't find it, as Cryptic is going to clear the Columbia lines with a quick shot, and that's just in over Quint's head.
And 5-1 now. Looks like it's a little too much for St. Clair. I think that Quint might have been looking to transfer there. He was looking for an opportunity to play for maybe Columbia's B team, as he was shooting it on his own net earlier on. But that is perhaps gonna do it. I mean, Excelsis, you gotta give it to him. He only has 84 points, yet the team is winning by 4 goals. Incredible stuff from Excelsis. The hard carry coming from his teammate Cryptic with 4. As 15 seconds remain, this might be one for St. Clair to walk away with, but not gonna happen, as Vesh past 1. Can he find at least another goal for them to walk away from this game with? And the answer is gonna be no. In fact, Cam trying to put it through the other side. Columbia with a hefty W in game number 2.
Absolutely looking for the sweep now as we head into game number 3. Not a lot to say about that one. We covered a lot of it going in. If you're St. Clair going into game number 3, what are you going to try and change up here, Jar, to break through this Columbia defense?
I think that they got to be a little more composed, Philly. I think that they're starting to realize that Columbia is a bit faster than they are, right? The pre-jumps are coming through. They might be double committing every so often. But St. Clair, they need to tone it back a little bit and reset. I think that they definitely have the capabilities to put up a fight against Columbia Navy, but the fact of the matter is they're a little too rushed right now. They think that they got to play quicker than they really are, and I think that's what's throwing them off here in the second game.
Yeah, I believe you pointed out with Spoods had a flick that he had a goal scoring opportunity on. He rushed it, didn't get enough power on it, and ended up being a pretty easy save for Columbia. And they ended up going the other way, and I think they scored off of that transition.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're going to have to look to see if they can do now, as St. Clair down 2-0. They're going to need the reverse sweep if they want to take this one. Otherwise, Columbia Navy is going to be the team to advance 3-0 out of Swiss. We're headed into game 3 now, Philly. Take it away.
Let's going to be Spoods and Cryptic on the kickoff. Spoods is going to get demoed, but Quint is going to be the first to the ball. It's going to bounce center. Vesh is here. Vesh has got a shot, and Cam with the save, able to sweep it away. Cryptic moving it forward now, chain dashing, not able to get to it as Spoods tries to go around one. Cam's going to hold it in. Cam looking for the second touch, can't find it, and Quint going to get the clearance only as far as Excel's. Cryptic off the ceiling, isn't going to find it off the post and can't find the double on target either. Excel's holding it in. Cam go, can't get it. Excel's again to the backboard, and it's just Columbia playing with this ball, bouncing it around St. Clair defenders. Finally, St. Clair is going to get a clear, and it is going to be no scoring opportunity as one of the Columbia members was able to get a clearance. Excel's with the double, and he gets it under Vesh.
Wow, he got the flip on this too. I didn't think he had it, but incredible reception from Excel. Somehow gets the flip reset there and then smacks it down below Vesh. I doubt that Vesh expected him to have the flip on that one either. So 1-0 to start things out here in Game 3 for Columbia Navy. And by the way, I do have word that at least one of our other series has finished. Wichita State falling 3-0, a perfect sweep for Kansas Blue as they'll advance to the next round. But back to Columbia Navy here, a fantastic start for them as Excel's looking to send it over to Cam. A lot of time for Cam, which is not what you want, and Spoods a great early cutoff to prevent any solo play.
Point downfield to Vesh. Vesh got the target off the backboard. He's got the double, and we're knotted at one here. Great passing play, good mechanics there from Vesh to be able to find the second touch and get it under the bar. And I believe around Cam, yeah, Cam was there and just wasn't able to get up in time to block Vesh's shot.
This is starting to feel like it's going to be a Cam versus Vesh 1v1. The two most impressive players on each team so far, but Excel's trying to prove that he's got what it takes too, as it's going to be crossbar down and out. Cryptic finds a bump as well, but somehow Vesh keeps it out on the goal line, so St. Clair lives to see another day after nearly another lead for Columbia. It's going to be Cryptic taking it the other way. Up from Excel's. Cam and Cryptic again double committing there, and Vesh might find a goal of it, but Excel's does well to take care of it on the defensive end.
It's going to be Excel's trying to get around Quint. Awkward touch. It will just be a 50. Spoods is the first there, looking for a dribble of himself. Going to try and go to the backboard. Going to be saved away by Cryptic, and Cryptic moves forward again. Quint, awkward touch here. Awkward bounce off of the corner. Will be Vesh clearing it away though, as Quint is demoed, or gets a demo, I believe.
As another opportunity thrown away, Spoods. That is a big time miss right there. One that you do not want to see if you're a fan of St. Clair, and he just didn't quite have the read on it. Pushed up a little too far, and that is the type of mistake you cannot afford to make when you're playing the CRL Fall 22 champions of CRL West.
And if games 1 and 2 are any indicator, this might be it. St. Clair only mustered a goal a game so far. All 3 of their goals actually coming from Vesh in this series, and they need to find another one here, something they haven't been able to do so far in this series.
We'll see if they can pull it off, but Cryptic another cut off at the midline. Excel's pre-jump. Quint almost shooting on his own net again, so he's had 2 very near own goals so far in this series. Cryptic has a great read on Vesh's slow play there, as just over 2 minutes left, and Spoods wants to play it on past Cam, but can't make contact. Cam with the reset fakes it. Has a lot of time here. Quint finally shooting it at the opposing team's net, but it's dealt away easily by Cryptic, and Quint here, he's got another chance, and Cam this time is the one to send it away.
Excel's one-on-one versus Vesh. Is going to fake him out, centers it back up for Cryptic, and Cryptic finds the bottom corner. 3-1 here to Columbia.
Fantastic play right there from Excel. Spoods was caught lacking on the goal line. Not much he could do at that point though, as Excelst had all of the options, and he opted for the passes. Immediately again off of the kickoff, they'll both go for it. Unique kickoff strategies here from Columbia, but look at this. Excelst nearly connecting with Cam on that pre-jump passing play. It feels like Columbia is feeling as confident as ever as Cryptic, the flip reset. It's a 3-goal difference, Philly.
Yeah, Cryptic just playing with them here, gets the flip reset into the double touch, and I believe Spood's just left flat-footed in the goal. Nothing he can do about it, and Columbia's running away with game number 3, exactly how they did in game number 2.
And it feels like we may be watching the end of this series now. St. Clair leaving so much to be desired. I called the game 5 because of JTV, and I guess I was the curse. As soon as I agree with him, suddenly he's no longer correct. With a minute to go, it looks like Columbia College is going to be the one to come away with it. But Quint, oh no, it's there, Vesh! No, 2 missed open nets on the side of St. Clair. And Philly, you gotta think that after a couple of missed opportunities like that, the mental is in the bin.
Absolutely. Down 3 goals with less than a minute to go. You needed one of those open nets. Vesh is actually going to get the fake, wave dashes it in. Fakes out 2 Columbia players with this wave dash and is able to net it. It's really more one for the road, one for the confidence later in this tournament, as this game's pretty much done and dusted, but another great play from Vesh.
That all being said, though, 32 seconds left on the clock. It is still certainly possible. We have seen comebacks so far today that took less time. And here we go. It's Vesh to bring it back to within 1. He's got the hat trick now. Quint setting him up beautifully. And Excel's actually, I think, got a touch on it as well. As now, 26 seconds with only 1 goal between the 2 squads. I think that if St. Clair can hurry this attack on up, they definitely have a chance.
20 seconds, Spoods off of his own backboard, able to keep it out. Can't get it around Excelsior though. Cam gonna hold it in, time ticking away. Gets the flip reset, sends it middle, but Quint with the big touch. Vesh one-on-one here. Excelsior isn't gonna give him any time. Spoods with the redirect, that's off the post. And Quint hits the post again. Spoods is up and he's not gonna get it on target. It's gonna hit the ground. And Columbia Navy takes the series in 3 games. If you're St. Clair Green, you just gotta have to have your heads in your hands. There's not a lot to say. They could have had that game number 3.